Hi there, Aries. I hope you guys are doing really well. I want to go ahead and get into a oracle and tarot reading for you. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment if you wish, and if you're seeking a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. So, Aries, your overall oracle energy here this week is peace. Peace asks us to be at peace with what is. It's not hoping that things change for the better, which we usually want them to, but it's saying be in the now, accept what is, don't try to find other alternative reasons for why things worked out or didn't work out. Just be at peace with what is now and how it is. It's an act of radical acceptance, this card is suggesting for us. So whatever is going on in your experience right now, it's saying just take a break, take a moment for yourself, and be at peace with what is, and things will move along accordingly. For your family and community, friends, you have two cards that came out. You have the Lovers in reverse, and you also have the Four of Swords. This can indicate where situations may have gone a little bit awry with a person or a partner, somebody who we're close to, or at least who we are in close proximity with, somebody who may even be on a team with us. The Lovers in reverse often can happen when, we have fights, we have misunderstandings, but these situations can build a divide between us. It's saying just hold on. Let's take a moment here. Let's recalibrate our own energy so that we're not being completely affected by this, or at least how we are being affected is not detrimental. Even if you look at this Four of Swords energy, this person is on a beach. It's like they're meditating. The swords are above them. It's finding peace within what is, So, take time for you, recalibrate your energy, and try not to get lost in a feeling of regret or a feeling of discontentment because something is not actively working out with somebody at this time, or maybe we've even had to get away from a person here that was connected to us just because it's not healthy for us. That can be difficult too, especially if you always want everything to be smooth and seamless between everybody. It can't always be that way. For your health energy here, Aries, you have the Seven of Cups. In regard to health, this offers opportunity, it offers potential, it offers a lot of different avenues to approach whatever your health journey may want. But it's saying do so within a rooted understanding of reality. You want to be mindful to not get lost, because there's a certain energy here with the Seven of Cups that can sometimes indicate where we can have fantasy thinking, or we can become very kind of lost in certain illusion, certain aspects of illusion when it comes to things that we can move forward on our health journey. So, that can be products, that can be workout gimmicks. It's asking for you to choose accordingly and to do so with fact and a rational mind, okay? But there are a lot of opportunities here. For some of you with this energy, the Seven of Cups can also indicate addictions, or maybe where we are, drinking a lot. That can also be something here. So if we need to find an energy of peace, maybe this card is asking for us to be mindful of just looking at situations for what is. Sometimes it takes us a moment to realize, oh, maybe I do have a problem. Maybe I do have some sort of codependent nature that is affecting me here. Maybe I need to get back to myself and recalibrate here, especially if it's causing difficulty in your relationships, Aries. And that's just for a few of you. For finances and career here, Aries, you have the Knight of Wands. So generally the Knight of Wands is good. This can talk about a lot of energy for your job, but it can also talk about impulsivity. So be mindful that you're not making mistakes as you're trying to move things through or go really fast in regard to what you're trying to involve yourself in. Sometimes this can be also impatient energy. So it's trying to rush a process when maybe you need to just kind of be a little bit slower with the process and take your time. You know, this can also indicate where maybe we need to travel a little bit, or maybe there's some sort of like educational course that is happening that can also boost your understanding of your position in your career here. And sometimes even this can be an indication of like feelings for somebody at work, but usually we want to be mindful not to engage that too much, just because that can be sticky. So for your relationship energies here, Aries, you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Four of Pentacles in reverse is an interesting energy for relationships. Sometimes it can talk about opening up with our partners. You know, this can also talk about financial loss at times as well, or making decisions where maybe we've held off for quite a while, but now it's time to make a decision. Also, too, I will say in regard to the family and community energy with this stuff here, you may have something happen where you and a partner might want to distance yourself from somebody in your periphery. You know, maybe somebody out there in your group of people is just not the right type of person, or you're finding that, you know, you may have really held them in high regard, but something about them just kind of falls really quickly. So there may be some sort of like distancing ourselves from a person here. This can also be certain aspects of financial loss. You know, also too, like, we're in springtime right now in America where I live, and sometimes this can also indicate we're purging. You know, I like to do a 6-month purge, you know, so if I notice I'm not using this item, I haven't touched it for 6 months, it gets donated. You know, it's kind of being mindful to free up your energy, free up your space, so that things are a little bit more free-flowing, and maybe we don't have we're not bogged down by certain attachments. For those of you who are seeking love, looking for relationships, looking to open up your time and ability to dating, this may be a situation where maybe, Aries, you know, you might have to let go of certain aspects of expectation that we hold towards people, or we expect certain people to be certain ways. You know, maybe we've had a very rigid view on what we expect of others, and, you know, and that can be, especially with the Pentacles energy, that can even be a little bit materialistic or superficial. Be mindful that you're being fair to people, that you're not overly judging them, you know, or cutting them out before they can like actually show who they really are. So it's just asking for us to take some patience and be a little less rigid, especially if we've had a lot of held beliefs in certain situations or regarding dating or people. Always have standards, you know, always have an understanding of what your requirements are in relationships, but, you know, let's not be judgmental here. Let's give people time to show us who they are rather than assume. What you don't see coming here, Aries, you have the Nine of Wands. This can talk often about situations that we need to, they may be difficult or they may be challenging, but the energy is one of continuing to persist in something, even though it is frustrating or challenging. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you have your guard up in regard to whatever this may be, but there's an energy of continuing to pursue here. The Nine of Wands is an interesting energy just because, especially with the financial aspects, it can talk about keep going, keep going, keep going. You're almost there. It's that type of energy. That's kind of where I'm feeling this most, is most like maybe financial. So maybe some of you are moving towards your goals in a steady way. It's saying keep going. There might be obstacles ahead of you, but keep going. You're going to be receiving what you wish to happen. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys. I hope that this reading is helpful. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment if you wish, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Take care. Bye, Aries.